Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Felipe Gabriele. I'm 27 years old from Toronto, Canada, and your friend invited you to check out this video because they're really excited. They're really excited about a concept that, to be honest, we only share with selected people. It really is exclusive. Now, I'll give you a little background about myself. I started this wealth and wellness business where I recruit entrepreneurs who have an ability to train and develop marketing teams. But with that said, my partners and I, we started this special project in Canada, just over 11 months ago, really specific to young people, young people in high school, college, university, young people in general, even those young at heart, who really want to live life on their terms. Be their own boss, work their own schedule, their own hours, make as much money as they want to make without someone telling them how much they're worth. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when we were kids, we didn't have this dream of growing up one day and working for someone else until we're 65 or 75 in this economy. I mean, the saying goes, if you don't build your own dreams, someone will always hire you to build theirs. And so we really travel the country on a mission to empower people through entrepreneurship, young people specifically, and really change the way they think and break away from this employee mindset. Because entrepreneurship is really living a few years out of your life like most people out there won't, but so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people out there can't. And so we really love educating, through knowledge of what it is that wealthy people have always understood. To understand this, you really have to know the statistics out there. And I don't know if you know, but did you know 96% of the population right now only control about 4% of all the money in the world? Now think about that. That means most people we know never been taught how to make a lot of money. I mean, think about what we are taught from our parents, from school, society. We're taught to go out, go to high school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, make a resume, go beg someone to hire us, and then work for someone else until, like I said, 75, trading our time for money, working hourly or salary. Now think about this. If you want to make a lot of money, trading your time for money where it requires your physical presence to make a paycheck doesn't make any sense. There's only 24 hours in a day. It's not like you can work 24 hours in a day. So there's a limit to how much money you can make. It's called saturation. Now think about this. Everybody we know does this. This is called a job. But what are the two things that everybody complains about in their life that they don't have enough of? You guessed it, right? Time and money. But what do most people do? They just kind of complain and they live average and mediocre their whole life. All we did is say, wait a minute, there's 3% of the population right now who control about 97% of all the money in the world. What is it that these guys know? What is it that they understand that we've never been taught? And so this is our mission, is to really educate through this knowledge. See, there's two things wealthy people have always understood. Multiple sources of residual passive income and this concept of leverage. Now, residual income, this is what we're so excited about because this is how we're making a pretty good income. Residual income is an income coming in on a regular basis with very little effort required to maintain it. It's basically you do something once and then you get paid over and over and over again for the rest of your life no matter what you're doing. I know it sounds too good to be true. I initially thought the same, but I'll give you an example. Think of an author. An author will write a book, but after the book is written, the work's done. The author could forget about the book. They could retire, they could take a vacation for a year, but every time the book gets sold in stores, they're collecting royalties. This is called multiple sources of residual passive income. This is just one example. I mean, everybody wealthy and every celebrity you know has always understood this. And even for myself, I'm excited because I've only been doing this for about 11 months. And 11 months ago, I had one income. I had a job like most people do. My background is health and wellness. I started as a personal trainer. I got into fitness management where I was training and developing other personal trainers. And I was running my own gym at the age of 21, making about $90,000 a year. Thought I was doing pretty good as a young guy. But at the end of the day, I had one income. I had a job, and I was a slave to that job because it required my physical presence. So talk about having time freedom, you didn't. You were too busy working. 11 months into this concept, I've turned that one income into over 515 sources of income. On such a simple concept, all I genuinely did was I got excited about this thing, and I just shared it with the people that I care about. My friends, my family, people that I like, trust, and respect. Now, I get to leverage off a team that I now work with. Consider this, leverage. The average person we know works 8 hours a day, right? They work like Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. They'll take weekends off. So if you do the math, because I'm a numbers guy, they'll work 291 days in a year. 291 days in a year times working 8 hours a day. That average person we know, and it might be you, can only get paid on just over 2,300 hours worth of work. Because again, it requires their physical presence. And remember, we can't always be there. I have a team of over 515 people right now, and it grows by the hour that I get to leverage off. Let's just say everyone on my team worked 8 hours a week on doing what it is that we do. And to be honest with you, all we do is we share what this amazing concept is all about. And we help people both physically and financially. If everyone did this 8 hours a week, I get compensated in the course of a year on over 165,000 hours of work, compared to the average person of 2,300. Now, it would actually take that average person working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, get this, for over 67 years straight, to be compensated in what I do in 1 year now. You know what I call that? I call that unfair. Unfair that we've never been taught this at all. And that's really the mission, guys, is to educate what this whole thing's all about. And I gotta be honest, I mean, I know it probably sounds too good to be true, but I'm the most regular, most average guy you'll ever meet. You know, I'm 27 years old, and you know, this is working. It's not really up for you to decide whether this thing is working or not, because it's already working. You know, your friend wouldn't share this with you if they didn't believe it was working for them either. I mean, I'm not saying this to brag, I'm really saying this to prove that this is real. But I mean, I'm on vacation right now. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I'm here with my family in Punta Cana. And you know, residually, I made $3 grand this week, meaning I didn't do anything. I was on vacation, and I just, you know, I got an extra $3 grand this week just because of this concept of residual, multiple sources of income and leverage. I mean, guys, look, a closed mind is the most expensive thing you could ever own. People with closed minds usually have a bank account to match it. I suggest, you know, you talk to your friend, you get back with them, and you ask them all the questions that you need answered to figure out if this thing is real or not, because it's happening. And it's happening with or without you. And it's an amazing opportunity, and with, you know, opportunities in business, timing is everything. So I encourage you to get back with your friend and really, you know, do your due diligence and see whether this thing is for you, because they're really, you know, letting you in on this thing because they feel like you can do some amazing things with it. Because like I said, it's exclusive. You know, we're really looking for key people, you know, people who, you know, have leadership skills, leadership qualities, who are self-motivated, know what they want in life, and have a strong desire to go make things happen, guys. So I look forward to hopefully meeting you guys soon and teaming up with you guys. But, you know, for the meantime, you know, get back with your friend, like I said, go right away, rush over to them and say, I want to know what this whole thing's all about. And, you know, to be honest with you, you might be thinking, I don't know, this sounds too good to be true, or sounds like one of those things, or it sounds like a scam, or it sounds like this, sounds like that. And you know what? Maybe you're right. And if you are right, what's the worst case scenario? You know, you're gonna hang out with your friend for 30 minutes, you know, have a couple drinks and really learn what this whole thing's all about. No big deal, right? But what if we're right? What if we're right, and what if we're on to something huge? A movement that could literally change the economy and change the way people think in today's business world. And you might regret not taking a closer look at, or given a fair chance in investigating it further, guys. So please do me a favor, do your friend a favor, because they really had enough like, trust, and respect and decency to share this with you. Have the same decency back to get your questions answered so that you can make a better informed, educated decision whether or not this thing makes sense for you guys. Take care, guys.